What up, YouTube? Timbers here. Since this month I'm doing my reviews for past May films, I decided to kill two birds with one stone. Since both films actually got a May release, now of course should talk about the first Neighbors. Now here's my review for the sequel, and that is Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising. Now the first Neighbors, which of course starred Seth Rogen, Zac Efron, and I thought was awesome. The first Neighbors was really cool, and when they announced the sequel, I'm like, okay, let's see where this is gonna go. I fell in love with the sequel. I thought Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising might even be a tad bit better than the first one. I remember watching this one in theaters. Yeah, I remember I saw both this and The Nice Guys both on the same day as a double feature. Really cool double feature right there. Of course, this movie premiered all the way back on May 20th, 2016. It came out the same day as The Nice Guys. Neighbors 2, of course, had Chloe Moretz, who decides to who ends up going to college and all that, and she ends up finding out that frat guys are allowed to party, but girls aren't allowed, and they want like their rights to be given and stuff like that. And so they decide to move next door to Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne's character, who are trying to sell their house, and they have their house on escrow, and they got try make sure the new neighbors don't get spooked out by sororities and all that. And of course, it's pretty hard, with sororities living next door and stuff like that and all. And so, of course, you got Zac Efron, who plays Tay Sanders, who decides to help them out and stuff. I mean, Neighbors 2 is so darn funny. Besides Chloe Moretz, you also had a really interesting group of players. Kirstie Clemens plays one of the other sorority girls. Beanie Feldstein, who of course is the sister of Jonah Hill, she was hilarious. Of course, she was good in Booksmart as well. I think that girl is awesome. Whether you talk about Booksmart, Lady Bird, I think Beanie Feldstein is a star to look for. Like, you keep your eye out for. You also had Dave Franco was also in this. You got some really cool players. You even had Ike Barinholtz back. Uh, you also had who else was in this? Oh yeah, you had Lisa Kudrow. Reprise her role as the dean here. You also had some really cool cameos by Kelsey Grammer. You also had Selena Gomez popped up in this. Christmas Plus, Hannibal Barris. Uh, you even had John Early was also in this. Aquafina. This is actually the movie that actually introduced me to Aquafina, by the way. Uh, it was pretty cool to see her pop up in this. Billy Eichner was in this. Abby Jacobson, Sam Richardson popped up. I mean, it had some really cool players in this movie. It had some really fun moments. I mean, you literally had sorority girls throwing tampons at Seth Rogen. Okay, interesting there. Uh, I mean, of course, Rose Byrne was hilarious in this. I mean, this movie has some really fun, really cool, fun moments. It's definitely really fun to watch. This time around, Seth Rogen and Zac Efron becomes, friends and stuff like that. It's really cool to see them, be, uh, be more friends here. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely it's a shame that we never really got to see a third Neighbors movie, unless you can count that short thing that Seth Rogen and Zac Efron did with zombies. But I still love the first two Neighbors. They are so funny. They are entertaining. If you guys have not really seen any of the Neighbors movies, you can find them like on Peacock and stuff like that. Go watch them. There are some really fun ones. I mean, Chloe Moretz, by the way, shows she's definitely grown up. But she definitely played her part really well. It was really cool to see Selena Gomez pop up in this. I mean, definitely a really fun film. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever had a chance to check out Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising? And so, what story? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? What were some of your favorite parts of it? Some of your favorite moments? And between Neighbors 1 and 2, which one do you prefer? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is Timu signing.